It's better to be feared than loved. Love is a whore. It sells itself to the highest bidder. Fear is a soldier. It remains loyal to the end. Want the naked truth? The people who say they love you will abandon you at the first difficulty. But those who fear you, they stay in line even when temptation knocks at the door. Think of the nice boss everyone loves. First mistake, they walk all over him. First budget cut, they steal. First crisis, they abandon ship. Now think of the tough boss everyone respects with apprehension. Rules are followed, deadlines respected, order maintained. We're not talking about being a monster. We're talking about being the wolf that protects the flock, not the sheep that smiles while being devoured. Fear disciplines. Love blinds. Your children love you but obey when they fear the consequences. Your employees flatter you, but work when they fear termination. The people applaud you, but follow the law when they fear punishment. Does it hurt to accept? Yes. Is it true? Absolutely. In the game of power, it's better to be the respected shark than the loved dolphin, and dead. The ends justify the means. Imagine your mother dying and you have to steal the medicine to save her. Wrong? Maybe? Necessary? Absolutely. This is the brutal truth nobody wants to hear. The world isn't black and white. Sometimes to save 1,000 lives, you need to sacrifice one. To build peace, you might need to wage war. To protect the innocent, you might have to punish without mercy. The surgeon isn't cruel when he cuts, he saves. The father isn't evil when he disciplines, he teaches. The leader isn't a tyrant when he acts harshly, he protects. Those who cling to pretty principles while everything crumbles are fools dressed as saints. True morality isn't about keeping your hands clean, but about dirtying your hands for the greater good. Ask yourself, do you prefer a nice leader who lets the country sink, or a harsh leader who does what's necessary to save everyone? History doesn't forgive the weak who let evil win because they were afraid to do what was needed. In the end, we'll be judged not by what we did, but by what we achieved. And sometimes the path to paradise goes through hell. Appearance matters more than essence. The biggest lie they ever told you. What matters is what's inside. Bullshit. The world judges you in 3 seconds by your face, your clothes, your manner. Want proof? The corrupt politician in a suit wins elections. The saint in flip-flops is ignored. The company that looks solid gets investment, even if bankrupt. The one that's solid but looks weak fails. We live in a theater, and those who don't act are kicked off the stage. Your character doesn't show on your forehead. Your good intentions don't shine in the dark. What people see is what you become to them. A leader can be rotten inside, but if he appears upright, he governs. He can be honest to the soul, but if he appears weak, he falls. Not fair? Fuck fairness. It's reality. Cultivate your image like your life depends on it, because it does. Dress for the job you want, not the one you have. Speak like a leader before being one. Appear confident even while trembling inside. The cruel truth: the world doesn't have time to know your essence. Your appearance is your essence to 99% of people. Use it or be used. Be a lion and a fox. Strength without intelligence? You're just a brute waiting to be slaughtered. Intelligence without strength? You're a clever mouse that dies at the first stomp. The world devours those who are only one thing. The bully who only knows how to shout is taken down by the first smart one. The genius who only knows how to think is crushed by the first brute. Be both. Be the complete nightmare. Show your teeth when they need to tremble. Use your brain when they need to fall into the trap. Like the fighter who knows boxing and jiu-jitsu, you choose how to destroy the opponent. In the meeting, be the fox that discovers hidden intentions. In execution, be the lion that crushes opposition. With the clever, use force. With the strong, use cunning. Mike Tyson with a PhD, Sun Tzu with muscles. That's the leader who survives. Whoever says you have to choose between being smart or strong is trying to limit you. Don't fall for it. The perfect predator thinks like a human and attacks like a beast. Be the complete monster your enemies fear to meet. Unpredictable, intelligent, and lethal. Adapt to the times. Dinosaurs were kings of the world. Where are they now? Extinct. Why? They didn't adapt. Are you going to be the next dinosaur? What brought you here won't take you forward. The method that worked yesterday is tomorrow's recipe for failure. Look at the companies that died clinging to the past, the leaders who fell insisting on old tactics. Blockbuster laughed at Netflix. Kodak ignored digital cameras. Generals lost wars using tactics from the previous war. All dead from the same sin. Rigidity. Change or die. Simple as that. Times of peace call for diplomacy. Times of war call for brutality. Crisis demands a firm hand. Prosperity demands a light touch. Read the moment or be buried by it. Your grandfather was right. For his time. Your eternal principles? Their chains drowning you while the world sails on. The only eternal law is change. Be water. Take the shape necessary to win. Freeze when you need to be hard. Evaporate when you need to escape. Flow when you need to go around. Adaptation isn't weakness. It's the only strength that matters. Fortune governs half of our actions. Accept this now. You control half of your life. The other half? Life controls you. Planned everything? Fate laughs and throws cancer, a pandemic, betrayal. Worked hard? Chance gives the inheritance to your bum brother. We're perfect? The universe chooses the imperfect. But here's the secret that separates winners from whiners. The 50% you control changes everything. It's like poker. You don't choose the cards, but a badass player wins with bad cards while an amateur loses with aces in hand. The difference? What they do with what they receive. Prepare as if you control everything. Accept that you control half. Use your 50% so well they seem like 90%. Build the boat before the storm. Save before the crisis. Strengthen before the war. When fortune turns against you, and it will turn, you'll be ready. Stop crying about what you don't control. Stop wasting what you do control. Fortune is a bitch, but even bitches respect those who are prepared. Play with the cards you have, not the ones you wanted. Keep the people satisfied. The people are a bomb. Satisfied, they're your shield. Furious, they blow you to pieces. All the dead kings, hanged dictators, and deposed presidents forgot this simple rule. The people are a 1,000-headed monster. You need to feed. Doesn't matter how strong your army is. See France in 1789. Doesn't matter how rich you are. See the Romanovs in 1917. When the mass turns against you, you become history. But here's the trick. People don't want much. Bread on the table, safety in the streets, hope for tomorrow. Give them that and they'll march to hell for you. Take it away and they'll drag you there. Is it manipulation? Of course it is. So what? Would you rather be a dead idealist or a living pragmatist? Happy people protect you. Hungry people devour you. Play soccer when they win the World Cup. Cry when there's tragedy. Promise what they want to hear. Deliver the minimum to survive. Not pretty? Reality never is. But that's how the game has worked since the first leader climbed the first platform. The people are the ocean. Sail with them or drown in them. Avoid being hated. Fear and hatred are brothers, but one protects you and the other kills you. Fear is your guard dog. It barks to keep trouble away, but still obeys. Hatred is a rabid pit bull. It will rip your throat out at the first chance. Hitler was feared, then hated. See how he ended. Stalin was feared to the end. Died in power. The difference? The thin line between being harsh and being sadistic. You can charge high taxes, but touch someone's daughter, and you'll have a revolution. You can fire employees, but humiliate them, and you'll have sabotage. You can be severe, but be cruel, and you'll create vengeance. The dirty secret of power. People accept suffering if there's logic. They understand punishment for mistakes, not for pleasure. They endure harshness for necessity, not for sadism. Be the surgeon who cuts to heal, not the butcher who cuts for pleasure. Pain with purpose is accepted. Gratuitous pain creates assassins. When you cross the line from fear to hatred, you've signed your death sentence. It might take time, but hatred always collects, always. Rule with an iron fist, not with bloodthirst. Power corrupts alliances. Every alliance is a rental contract, not a purchase, and the rent always goes up. Today, your ally helps you for 10% of the profit. Tomorrow, they want 30%, then 50%. In the end, you're their employee, not their partner. Started needing help, ended as a slave. Look at countries that depend on others, they're disguised colonies. Companies that need investors, they're controlled by them. Politicians who survive on support, they're puppets. Alliance is like morphine. Relieves pain now, addicts forever. Use it if you need to, but with a plan to stop. Those who build power on others' legs fall when they get tired of carrying. Today's ally is tomorrow's enemy when their interests change, and they will change. They always change. It's human nature. Nobody carries dead weight forever. Build your own army, your own money, your own base. Use allies as a ladder, not as a foundation. Climb on them. Don't depend on them. In the power game, those who can't play alone have already lost. They just don't know it yet. Study war constantly. Peace is the pause between wars, not their end. Those who believe in eternal peace are the first victims of the next war. We're not just talking about tanks and bombs. War is your competitor trying to steal clients. It's your friend wanting your position. It's life trying to knock you down every single day. Cemeteries are full of pacifists, bankruptcies full of nice businessmen. History full of empires that didn't need armies. Study war when everything is calm. Sharpen the knife when there are no enemies. Train the punch when nobody wants to fight. Because when war comes, and it always comes, there's no time to learn. Every meeting is a battlefield. Every negotiation is a siege. Every day is a campaign. Those who don't see this are lambs thinking they're wolves. Sun Tzu wrote about war and is read by businessmen. Machiavelli spoke of power and is studied to this day. Why? Because life is war. Only the weapon changes. Prepare for war, and perhaps you'll achieve peace. Believe in peace, and you'll certainly have war and lose. The warrior in peacetime is the victor in wartime. The world belongs to the prepared. Like, subscribe, arm yourself with knowledge.